I'm often asked how to make that career jump from manager to director or director to the executive level. Well, in short, you need to portray that you're ready for that jump in both your resume and the interview process. In this video, I'm going to focus on 5 categories that you need to focus on to portray that you're ready for that new level. Now, every company is structured differently, so what a director of marketing does at one company might be different than what a director of marketing does at another company. So the goal of this video is to clarify the differences between the various levels, between the manager, the director, and the executive level, to help you speak to the right level of the job that you're going for next in both your resume and interview process. And after I share these 5 categories, I'm going to share an interview tip at the end that I highly recommend practicing and using, and it's recommended for all job levels to help set you apart from the competition. My name is Sarah Camillo. I'm a certified career coach and a certified resume writer with over 15 years of recruiting experience. My recruiting experience includes executive level recruiting for both recruiting agencies and large corporations. So as a recruiter, I learned how to quickly determine if a candidate was ready for that next level in their career, whether that's a leap from manager to director or director and above. Quick side note, in this video, I'm not touching on education levels or certifications or anything like that because companies have varying policies about that topic. So instead, I'm just focusing on professional experience and skills. Okay, let's dive in. Number 1, mindset. I'm starting with this one because it kind of sets the tone for the other categories. So when you're looking to level up in your career, you need to really portray how your thought process changes and usually how you are thinking bigger picture. So for example, as a manager, you're typically focused just on the team, the success of your overall team. As a director, you're focusing on the success of your team as well as the entire division. And then at the executive level, you're really focused on the success of your full division and how that aligns with the goals of your entire organization. A common mistake made here is tunnel vision. So if you're a manager interviewing for a position like a director level, the mistake is that you end up focusing just on your team and every member of your team and the KPIs and the goals that you've exceeded on your team. But what you fail to do is mention your collaboration with other leaders cross-functionally and across your full division. So you need to change that mindset about how your division as a whole is successful. If you have any questions about that, leave that in the comments below. And in addition to that, the tunnel vision as a director is when you are focused just on your division. So when you are looking to move into that executive level, again, you need to think about the enterprise as a whole and how the goals on your division aligns with the organizational goals year-round. Second category is leadership. So I've broken this into 4 sections because this is more than just leading a team like it used to be. So section number 1 is goals. As a manager, again, you're focused on exceeding the KPIs or the goals of your team. At a director and up, you're part of developing these KPIs, developing the goals. So you want to speak to your experience with that. Number 2 is planning for the future or succession planning. So when you're a manager, you are developing skills of your team. But as director and above, you are the one planning for the future. Who are the high performers on the team and who are we going to be continuing to develop so they're ready for the next opportunities in the future. Number 3 is the budget. So as a manager, you may manage a budget, you're tracking the expenses, you're paying for things, you're approving for different payments, but at director level and above, you're working closer with the finance team and the finance leaders. You're doing forecasting every month. You're even creating new ways to save money for the organization as well. So it's definitely a level up where you're talking about major financial decisions for your division. And the 4th section of leadership is about strategic thinking. So in any role, it's always recommended to bring new ideas to the team. As a manager, you're really focused on your team, making your team bigger and better. As a director and above, you're bringing new ideas to the full division. It's a skill that's highly valued and really often recognized and typically leads to promotional opportunities in the future as well. So before you take the next level, you can kind of get away from maybe being not comfortable presenting in a town hall conference or something like that. In order to level up though, you need to work on all of those skills and really be well-rounded, and that'll show that you're ready for the next level in your career. As far as being versatile, as a manager, you may have more days that you're able to have a to-do list and complete those to-do lists. But at a director level and above, you have to be able to adapt, change quickly. Maybe you get through that to-do list within the next week or 2, but it's definitely not the same, and you need to be able to be okay with change, handle being able to work with ambiguity and things like that, making decisions quickly on your feet. So when you're in an interview, you need to speak to how you can adjust to this as well. Category number 4, industry experience. So as a manager, you may follow trends in your specific function. As a director and above, you stay aware of trends across your entire industry. Also, as a manager, you know your top 8 competitors and you follow them. As a director and above, you're following these 8 competitors, plus you have an eye on potential new competitors and even those sleepers and potential new companies coming into your industry. So it's definitely a bigger picture. As a manager, you have a director for your team for this year. As a director and above, you have a vision for this year, this team, and this year, as well as the next 3 to 5 years. And you're making decisions based on the company's as a whole, their long-term vision and their goals. Also, this is a big one. As a manager, you're continually trying to impress your own manager with your industry knowledge and proactive thinking. As a director and above, you're aiming to influence other cross-functional leaders across the organization, and then you're adjusting according to the market trends and the competitor analysis that you're already aware of. So again, bigger picture thinking. Category number 5, presence. Your body language is really important, especially in an interview, because they're evaluating you, thinking about you in a meeting with other leaders across the organization. Are you showing that you can sit at the table with the CEO and speak to them and present to them? So body language is really important, and you need to be poised and full of confidence. Candidates who are director level and above not only have the presence, but they have their own personal brand too. So people throughout the organization know who they are within the company, and then maybe even on social media platforms, they show that they're experts there. Maybe they're speaking at conferences. All of that ties into their overall presence to show that they're ready for that next level in their career. Okay, so those are the 5 key categories that will help you to level up in your career. Now, as far as the interview tip that I mentioned, this is something that's not talked about too much, but it definitely makes a difference, especially in a job market like today, which is so competitive, and you're doing everything you can to set yourself apart from other candidates in the process. So what it is structured responses. So what that means is you want to find a storytelling method, whether that's something like the STAR technique or the PAR technique. The PAR is you share the problem, the action, the result. STAR is you share the situation, the task, the action, and then the result. Ultimately, you want to share the result. That's the most important part of both of these storytelling techniques. Using these techniques helps you remember your stories better, and it helps you tell your stories consistently. As far as adding more structure to it, if you say things like, I take a 3-prong approach to this topic. Another thing is, if you're given a project, you say, I take a 30, 60, 90-day approach to this. Something like that to give some structure. You have the interviewer is listening to each step along the way. What do you do at 30 days? What do you do at 60 days? What do you do at 90 days? Sometimes it's even best to give the result first and then give some context. Either way, it's helping the interviewer listen and really pay attention and better understand your story. All right, that is it. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe so that you're notified of future videos. If you have any other topics you'd like me to touch on, please leave them in the comments below. Or if you need any guidance along the way with your resume, with your interview, please click the link below and set up a time to talk. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.